Charlie from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, I say, I say. Who says I say, I say? Johnny says I say, I say. When everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots Reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no problem.
Johnny understand. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. I say,
I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale, in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and best is Monday night bingo, where it's all free and you can win prizes. All are welcome, but there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this TGIF and the last live show from Louisiana. How's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, hello, and welcome. First in the chat, Regina. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Robert in the house. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Carol. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see y'all. Welcome. Jeffrey. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Craig. Always sleeping. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Craig. That's right. Wake up, Craig. Y'all wake him up. Wake him up. Mia, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Geneva, hello, good morning, and welcome. In Uni Magic, hello, good morning, and welcome. Stephanie, how are you doing? And Frank, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you this morning. Good to see each and every one of y'all. Yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. I try to remember to do that every time I enter a chat. That's the first thing I do usually. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's a pretty day out here right now. It's supposed to be lightly raining this weekend, but tomorrow. Tooch, man. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Tooch. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And everybody's saying hello to everyone. Also, don't forget, today, if you happen to see Melanie Lightbeam, today is her birthday. And tomorrow you have Ashley Sweden, and also Diamond Painting with Lizzie. Birthday's tomorrow. And on Sunday, if you see Bus a Move, Sunday is her birthday. And then Monday is Marion Hilton's birthday. So that's the birthdays I have so far. Let's see. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. It was good to see you last night for a little while, Stephanie, on the auction. I was able to get in there a little bit last night, checking out some lives. Yeah, I know the weather this morning was already in the 80s. Yeah. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hello to you. Also, don't forget, if you have an eBay store and you have a coupon with a level of store that gives you a coupon for every quarter, don't forget, you in the last week and a half left to use it before you lose it. So make sure you do use it. Also, next week, my calendar of events when returning back home, on Tuesday, I will be on at 1:30 with Friends Selling with Friends, and that's on Janine's channel. And then Thursday, I'll be on with Ella, Saved Here First, at 1 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock on the same Thursday night, will be the Mooleywood Squares on Tracy Cake's Coffee and Shop. And that is my schedules for this week coming up. It'll be very busy when I get back home. Well, it's good to see y'all too. And I try to get into people's chats because I've been staying up late. Yeah, but I try to get into those who were live last night. And I want to thank all of those who sent in items for today's show. Would you buy it or would you leave it? We do have some items that were sent in. And one of them, I am like, wow. I guess anybody and everybody will buy what they want and need. Sure, because one of these items I was shocked that it sold. I would have never thought of listing it first of all, but I'll let y'all see and let you decide for yourself. But yeah, it was pretty funny. But first, I'm going to be showing items that were sent in by Angie's Oddities. She sent them in first. Actually, for last week, and I missed it. So we're going to start that one off today. So with that being said, we do every Friday the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? Remember, it's a game that we play. There's nothing wrong about any answers. You can be right or wrong. It doesn't matter. It's just a matter of taking guesses sometimes. But you'll be amazed at what's selling and how much it's selling for. So in this show that we do on every Friday, it's the game where you can say if you would buy it or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might sell for? And so with that, let's get ready to get into that segment of today's show.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask, would you buy it or would you leave it? The game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
We're having all the lovely swamp hot heat. Yeah, I know it's hot here. And I saw Jennifer. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Jennifer. How are you doing? Good to see you. And also I saw Glenn come on in. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Glenn. Thank you very much for sending in that item. I'm looking forward to sharing that one when I saw that. And I just realized I still have the banner up. Yeah, and I'm talking away without a banner. There we go. All right, let me get this share screen up and switch this around. Take that comment off, and we'll go this format like a dot. All right, now this first item is sent in from Angie's Oddities. This is the Google Nest security camera. It is a pack of 2. It is indoor or outdoor use for this product. And I'm not used to having only 2 screens, so you have to bear with me going back and forth here. It is set to you can set it to your camera or your phone. It's a pack of 2. And let's see here. That was all the pictures. Would you buy this or would you leave it? What's going on? It's a Friday. Would you buy it or would you leave it? Okay, I know a rookie mistake. That's all. Yeah. All right, Glenn says pick this up for 20 and sell it for 120. Would you buy this or would I know this probably you probably noticed Ella does sell some of this kind of stuff on her channel with her pallets when she gets those. I probably would buy it and keep it. Robert said the same thing. Pay no more than $10 and keep it. And Regina says pick this up for 15 and sell it for 100. Mia said also I would buy it for 20 and keep them. Yeah, because you can use these indoor or outdoor. And you can also tie it into your app on your phone, which is pretty cool because you can adjust the cam and the angle and all that good stuff too. Remember, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of having a fun time on Fridays with playing this game. Carol says she would pick it up for $10, but she would sell it for $75. I even looked up at some of these. It was amazing on the price it's going for. All right, Angie's Oddity sent this in, and she picked this up at a rummage sale. And she bought it on the 7th and sold it the very next day. She only paid $10 for it. It was new sealed. She took an offer on it, and she sold this for $200. Come on. There we go. $200. It was a 2-pack. That's not what I want. Original listing. Why are you doing this? All right, it's just not working for me. But anyway, sold it for $200 and took 1 day to sell. Not bad. Way to go, Angie is right. She only picked it up at a rummage sale for $10. Now, if you look this one up, they're going for even more than that, but she did take an offer of $200. Or did she have it listed for $200? Nope, it sold for $200. I have to go back and read her email. All right, our next item. This is a Lunenburger pottery blue woven traditional oven teapot. It's a teapot, Lunenburger. I don't think I've ever seen one like that with that brand anyway. Yeah. I didn't know they did pottery. Learn something new every day. Pretty pattern. Pot. That's right. Cha-ching it is. All right. Carol says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $150. Glenn says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $20. Regina says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $50. Robert says pick it up for $5 as well and sell it for $45. Mia said I pass. She would leave it. See, I wouldn't even give that a second look. You find that ugly? I would pick it up only because of the brand. I know they do a lot of baskets and things like that, but I didn't realize they did this too. Because that's a good brand. I would have picked it up just for the brand. Hope you have a great weekend too, Jeffrey. Any other guess? Would you buy this or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? I would have picked it up for the name. All right, let's see here. Angie picked this up. Hetty, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see here. Go back here. I just recently learned that they did ceramic. Perhaps I should have bought it. Applied it for $10. Wow. Okay, Angie got this found it at the bins. Paid under $2 for it. So she got this at the bins and paid under $2. She listed this on April 15th and sold it on June the 8th. And she sold it for $22. Sold it for $22. That's right, Jennifer. I hope so too. All right, our next item is a Snow Baby. It is the Snow Baby's wedding cake figurine. I love buying Snow Babies. They sell pretty well. Cute with the cake. They're sitting on little bench stools of some kind. Today, tomorrow, and always. This is from 2019, Department 56. Cute. All right, so would you pick this up or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? And I just saw Tina. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Robert says, pick it up for $5 and sell it for $20. That was a great sale. Carol says, pick this up for $3.99 and sell it for $25. Yeah, I do really well with this brand. Department 56 Snow Babies. Frank says, yes, pick it up for $5 and sell it for $20. Regina says, I would leave it. I don't think I have many left from all what I bought already. I think I'm down to maybe 1 or 2 left of all the ones I did buy. And Robin, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. There we go. Robin says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $18. Tina says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15 as well. Mia says, I would leave it. Mia said, leave it. Good morning, Angela. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. You're not seeing Robin. Robin is Vintage Memories. Oh, Carol. Carol, Vintage Memories. You must be thinking of the other Robin. Got you, huh? You were probably looking for a Robin buy. Carol never sees you. Well, we're gonna have to change that, Robin. There's more than one Robin. Yep, there sure is. Even on her own channel, I believe it. That's Carol, though. We know Carol. Yeah, we know her. All right, so let's see what she picked this up for. Going back to the email. She picked this up back in March for $5 at her favorite thrift store. She listed it on March 30th, and it sold on June the 11th. And mind you, she only paid $5 for it. And it sold for $25. And it was a very small item. It wasn't too big. So not too bad. All right, the next item sent in by Angie's Oddities. This is a London Burger TV remote holder basket with liner and plastic protector. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before. And it's got the paperwork. That is cool that it's got the divider in it. I never could find any London Burger baskets. There's the insert protector. $2005. All right, let's see here. You were close. Robert says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $27. I would pick this up if I found it, but I never could find them. Gina says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $30. Carol says, pick this up for $4 and sell it for $25. And Tina even says, pick this up for $3 and turn it into $30. Come on, don't freeze on me now. There we go. Yeah, I would definitely pick these up if I can find them. But I never could find them. Yeah, we do this every Friday, Frank. Every Friday. It's amazing what people send in, too. And thank you for that, Frank. And I like doing this on Fridays because that way when you're going out sourcing, you kind of look out for this kind of stuff, right? Becky, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. All right, so Angie picked this up at a rummage sale, May 24th. She picked it up for $6. She listed it on May 28th, and it sold on May 31st. And she only paid $6 for it. And she sold it for $35. All right, how would you pronounce that name? Hello, good morning, and welcome. Good morning, Dr. Marks. I'm not sure. Hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? How did you hear about the channel? And thank you for coming on by. I don't think I've ever heard that channel before. Let me check out your channel. Yeah, that's a good pickup. One of the things I would love to pick up is those type of brands, but I never get to see them. I never find them. Trust me, I'm always looking too. When I get to baskets, you never can find them. I'm good. How are you doing? I am blessed. We head back home tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Good morning. Welcome. Everybody give a big warm welcome. Kajun, welcome to our new member person in the chat. And that is, I want to say Rulo Kidden. I'll probably be saying butchering your channel name, but welcome. Always good to see new people in our chat. Wait, what was that? I'm trying to read the chat. I got it in a small one. Best to know most of these items are overlooked. Yes, exactly. Sometimes you just never know about it. Yeah, especially for that brand. Are you looked in? Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Are you looked in? Yeah, because I'm on a small screen, split on the screen, and I can hardly read it. I'm not used to this, but that's their name. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Are you locked in? I like that. All right, our next item is sold. Not the next two items actually were sold on Mercari. This is let me get back to the email. Found this. Let's see here. Let them have it with no. Oh, that's what she said. Okay. This is a Packers hat, NFL. Green Bay Packers hat cap, snapback, diamond cut, embroidered pro line football hat. Locked. Thank you, Jennifer. Angie, it's me, Angie. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Angie. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Um, it looks like it's in great condition. Oh yeah, there we go. Got a little stain right there. Proline. Snapback. It's got a little staining on it. All right. Would you buy this or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? All right, Glenn, don't work too hard. Good to see you, though. Robert says pass. Glenn says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $24.95. Carol says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $25. Mia says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $20. Regina says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $19. Frank says I would pass too, but seems like absolutely insane vintage. Yes, exactly. That's what she said. Angela says pass. Yeah, I do pick up hats, but depends on the. Okay. Let's see here. All right, and have a good weekend, Glenn. Let's see. She picked this up at a rummage sale. She paid $2 for it. She bought it on May 17th, listed it right away, got a lot of interest. Everyone was offering her $30. I knew that it was selling between $45 and $60. Wow. But she was able to get an offer and she let them have it with no problem. And she let them have it for $38 on Macari, plus shipping. Mary, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, this particular one sells between $48 and $60, but she let them have it with no problem. All right, now this next one is a vintage item. This is also sold on Macari by Angie's Oddities. This is a vintage Barbie vintage clothes. It looks like it's in a plastic container of some kind. Yeah. The clothes, it looks like from the Brady Bunch. I'm just joking. I'm not sure, but it looks like it. That style. All right. Let me see something. Nope, wrong one, Johnny. Go back to the email right here. All right, let's see what it says. From the 1976 unused doll clothes. Super fashionable fireworks, 1976. Let's see what the chat is saying. Okay, Frank says buy this for $5 and sell it for $25. Robert says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. Carol says pick this up for $1 and $65. Regina says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $60. Angela says I would pick this up for $1 and I would sell it for $25. Mary says I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $17. Anyone else would like to take a guess? And remember, there is no right or wrong answers. It's all about having fun on today's show that we do every Friday. All right, so Angie's Oddities picked this up at the Ben's store. She paid 42 cents for it. It was not in a great condition, but it was vintage, and the clothes were still in the bag card. Listed on April 29th, and it sold on April 30th. It only took a day to sell. And she sold this for, again, she only paid 42 cents for it. Sold it for, on Macari, for $30. All right. And also to you two, you're locked in. Thank you. All right. So this next item was sent in by Glenn. When I opened this one, how many of y'all know about Raising Cane's? Have you eaten there before? They got some good fried chicken tender strips. This is a Raising Cane's, and it is a one of those what would you call that again? Like a cardboard. Let me see something here. Raising Cane's Chicken Finger Restaurant Paper Cup Peanut Snoopy Collectible from Raising Cane's. I don't ever remember them doing this, but I guess I must have been like edition area time when they were doing this. I don't even look like it's ever been used. They got cleaned it up really well. Let's see here. Amazing flip. Yes. Miss Denise, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Robert says free and turn it into $10. Mary says I would pass. Frank says I would pass. Regina says 0 into $15. Angela says I would pass. And Mia says I would pass. Yeah, because you basically got these when you had a drink, when you bought your meals. Although I've never seen this particular cup. I know they used to have the large. If you got a large, you got the souvenir cup. But these are not the souvenir cups because they're usually plastic. Alrighty then. Glenn said he purchased this at the Raising Cane's. Was it with a large iced tea? Normally I throw these away, but he said I had to feel like I had to list it. Carol says, come on, where's Carol? Right there. Free into $75. I have to go now. All right, Jeffrey, have a great weekend. It'll keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Hopefully you'll have a good weekend, and hopefully you get to spend some time with your family. Sorry for your loss. Again, he was going to throw it away. He decided to list it. And he sold it took an offer. He had to list it for $22.95. And he took an offer and let him have it for $4. He let him have it for $14. Not bad. I will be spending time with my family tonight. Awesome, Jeffrey. That's exactly what you need. And that is what he sold for $14, y'all. When he sent this to me in the email, I was like, wow. I live with some of my family. Yep, that's true, Jeffrey. I know. All right, so that'll conclude the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? Remember, we do this every Friday. If you have anything that's sold and you would like to have it on the next show, wow, $14. Yes, exactly, Robert. That's what I said when I saw it. It's like, what? I said, no way. But yep, he took an offer and let him have it for $14. I would have paid for the meal. And exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because usually I didn't realize they did that type of cups, because usually it's just a red cup with the Raising Cane on it. I would have definitely listed it too. You forgot mine again? Oh, Regina, let me get back to it. Regina. I can pull it up. Hold on. It ain't over then. I got it right here. No, that's Bonanza. Let's see here, Regina. I'm trying to remember which channel you sent it to. Oh, thank you. You're locked in. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. I'm looking for it, Regina. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. And this is for you.
The dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let him have. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it. With no problem. Let him have it.
And thank you so much. Let's see. I know why. I thought I started and I didn't. But guess what? We're about ready to pull on in here. I'm pulling it up right now. Wow. Regina is next on hers. I got it now, Regina. Thank you for reminding me. I am pulling those up right now as we speak. Yes, I did not star it, and that's what happened. Girl, got some good stuff here. I don't remember seeing that. I think it's the first time I see one like that. Well, guess what? It's not over because we got more to show. All right, let me get to the pictures. First one is, let me do this real quick. And I'll add it back to the screen. But I got to clear the price so y'all only see the pictures. That was a quick one. Thank you, Regina, for reminding me. All right, so let me get these open to the pictures. Ooh, that's pretty. Pictures. Yeah, picture. I cannot believe the stuff you sent in, girl. That is so cool. All right, let me share my screen back again, because we got some more to show. Thank you for reminding me, Regina. I thought it was Angie. I forgot. I didn't see your. I didn't store yours, and that's my fault. All right, let's see. Angie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So we do have some more. You started in whichever way. Yeah, I realized what I did. Oh, Carol. John, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Ella. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Ella. How are you doing? Good to see you. I see y'all back on the Friday show with Victoria. Ella, I showed yours last week. Did you send me another one? I showed yours last week. I didn't get one from you this week. Okay, now let me bring the screen back up. Share. Add. And switch this back over. And we'll go to the first one. And screen. There we go. All right. Now these were sent in by Regina. This first one is, I am going to butcher this name, y'all. Boleslawiec, polished stoneware blue rose sage serving platter plate, 12.5-inch, made in Poland. This is a pretty little different design too. Interesting. When I saw the center of it, it's like, what is that? There's the marking, made in Poland. Interesting design in the center. So would you buy this or would you leave it? Oh, both for last week. Okay, missed it. Yeah, that one was last week. And I have to look and see, but I didn't see any new ones from you. I know, and I'm sorry, but we're going to get it today. Let's see here. Okie dokie. Yeah. Frank says I would pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Robert said I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $30. Carol says I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $85. That's right. This Sunday, Buffalo Picker with Defend the Hustle at 7:30 every Sunday. I'll be on his show as his co-host on the last Sunday of the month. And then Mary says I would pick this up for $3 and sell it for $23. Thank you for Regina for reminding me, because I did say that I was going to do that from last week. But I'm glad I had it ready to go. That was an easy find. All right, any other guess? And this is a 12.5-inch platter. Let's see here. All right. Regina picked this up at an old school antique mall and flea market. She worked there. I worked at. For $6. She picked this up for $6. It did take 1 year to sell. And I see where Becky came in and said she would pick this up for $4 and sell it for $35, which I'm waiting for it to show up in the stream right there. She picked this up for $6 at a antique flea market, and she sold it for, had it listed for $60.95 and took an offer for $54.25. Accepted an offer for $54.24. All right, our next item. I know, right? All right, this is a tennis bracelet. Gold tone with green and clear rhinestone rope chain link. Yi Chong is the brand. Pretty green. Those were very popular in the day, too. Looks like there was a marking on the back of it. All right, let's see here. Frank says gasping. Gotta go almost to my appointment. All right, Amia, hope everything goes well for you. Nice, yes. Wildflower, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Carol said she'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $75. Yep. Pass, because I know Johnny would snag it. Yeah, I would. Yes, I went to this one in New Orleans that we found, and picked up I even found a brooch hanging in the window on an outfit. I said, "Can I see that brooch?" And I bought it for $5. Mary says, pick us up for $2 and sell it for $17. And of course, I stayed at the front door by all the jewelry. Hope everything goes well for you, Mia. All right, would anybody else pick this up, or would you leave it? If you were to pick it up, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it would sell for? I know the legend. All right, Becky says that she would pick this up for $5 and sell it for $75. Angie says she would pick this up for $5 and turn it into $40. All right, let's see what she said here in her email. She bought this in a jewelry lot. She can't remember how much she paid for the lot, but it was less than $5. It did take 2 years to sell. She did take an offer. She had it listed for $22.99 and took an offer for $19.66. All right, this next one. It is a Tupperware avocado forget-me-not keeper mint green plastic fruit container. I'm trying to read the. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what the chat is saying after I show all the pictures, and it is marked Tupperware. I don't think I've only heard about these. I've never seen one. All right, let's see here. All right, Becky says, pick this up for $1, sell it for $15. Frank said pass. Carol says $1 into $1.25, $1 into $25. Robert says $2 into $20. Mary says I would pass, and I'm trying to figure out, was this one on the bracelet or this one? That had to have been on the bracelet. $1 into $10 is what Angie said. I wondered if that keeps them fresh. I don't know, but it looks like it's got a good seal on it. John says pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $16.85. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. Colleen's monthly clothing shoe purse sale is starting next Friday. All day, part 1 and Saturday. Wow. 2 days of the event. All right, let's see what she says in her email. All right. Ms. Denise says she would pick this up for $1.12. Let's see. Regina bought this at an antique mall for 60 cents. It did take 4 months to sell, full asking price, and it went overseas. 60 cents, and took 4 months to sell, and got it for $15, and sold it for $15.95. Yeah, it should, but I've never used one of these, so I don't know. Evidently, she's got one left. Yep, she's got one more left. If y'all need one, check her out. She does have one left. All right, now this next item, it's a Woody Woodpecker game. 1958. The year is 1958. Woody Woodpecker board game used Milton Bradley replacement read description is how she's got her title. All right, let's show the pictures. I don't ever remember that game. Interesting. Well, the board looks like it's in good condition. Great pictures. Let's see. Go back up here. Mary. Carol says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $75. John, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. I just saw you last night. Jennifer says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. John says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $60. Remember, it's for parts only. Replacement parts. Frank says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Ms. Denise says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $25. The box itself would be worth selling. Exactly. Yep. That's what I think. Angela says, I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $35. Robert says, pick it up for $2 and turn it into $22. Angie says, pick this up for $2.30. Mary says, I'd pick this up for $2 and I would turn it into $12. Becky says, I'd pick this up for $1 and turn it into $20. Let's see here. Go to the email. All right. Let's see. Gate Smasher. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Gate Smasher says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $23. Let's see. She picked this up at a garage sale for $1. The game was incomplete, so she did list it as replacement parts only. It did take 3 months to sell, and she did accept an offer. She had it listed for $17.99, although it says it was a 10% off. And she took an offer for $15. Took an offer for $15, and she only bought it for $1 at a garage sale. Not bad. How are you doing today, Gate Smasher? Now that concludes the show this morning for the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? Remember, every Friday we do this, so if you have any items you have sold, make sure you send them to me before 5 o'clock a.m. on Friday morning of next week. Once you send them in, I'll go put them and start them so I don't miss them. Unfortunately, I didn't start last week's one. And I'm sorry I missed it, Regina, but I'm glad I was able to get it up there on the screen really quickly. But anywho, we do that every Friday. And again, it's just a way of thinking about going out when you're going outsourcing on the weekend. And that's why I do this on Friday mornings, and would be glad and honored to have your items. If you want to send me the link to the items that sold off the platform it's sold off of. And in the email, make sure you include how much you paid for it. Where did you buy it? If you know how long it took to sell. And if you took an offer, what was that offer for? And we do this every Friday. Oh, you're welcome, Regina. And I love sharing not only with my sales, but with everybody else. And I always show yours first. And then I'll go ahead and take care of the few of the items that try to get as many as I can on a show on Fridays. Also, the community calendar, I did see Ellen. I'm not sure if you're watching or if you're lurking. I did go to, and I didn't really do any of my comments today or this week, but I will be taking care of that when I get home, so I can have y'all with the comments to the Moon Pie giveaway, which is always the first Monday of each month. Remember, if you do come back and rewatch any video and you leave comments, make sure you leave those comments of something that we talked about or discussed during the show, and that'll entitle you for an entry to get a chance to win a box of Moon Pies come the first Monday of each month. I'll be putting those on the comments on the wheel when I get back home. I just didn't want to do all that while I was out. I just didn't do it. I've been thrifting. Look, I've been thrifting a lot. Yes, I have. Yesterday was all jewelry. I did good yesterday. I did only jewelry, and I was very selective of what I bought. And I even found the 925 sterling silver ring with amethyst stones in it for $5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Put it this way. I'm putting it like Tetris in my suitcases. Yeah. We went to a couple of bin stores. We actually met up with Dawn Southern Finds on Monday, and we went to her little neck of the woods and her little honey hole that we went to there Monday. And we've kind of been checking everything else around in the New Orleans area. So I would have to say yes. We have. We sure have. I am too. Yeah, and I try to find as much as I can, but also try to keep it in a smaller size so I can pack it easier, which will be what I'm doing today and tomorrow before we leave. All right, let me get to these items that I want to put in the chat. First, again, I will be dropping links in the chat. I have to copy and paste, of course. I'm not like Jennifer where she drops them all fast on her phone. So here is Jennifer's links. If you haven't checked her out, there is her YouTube channel. Then I have her Etsy store. And then don't forget, on Monday, after the morning show, we will be having a meeting after the show for those who signed up for, or if you're thinking about it in the future and you would like to have questions answered, you can join us after the show on Monday, where we can answer those questions. I say we because Mark and I have done this before, and it's in July for the Shop Hop with resellers. It'll be a Saturday. It'll all be pre-recorded videos. And we'll talk more about that on Monday after the morning show. All right. And I see I did it again. I must not have switched over. All right, let me switch over. I just realized that. The reason I was in that one again this morning, yesterday I got a notification on my first channel that I had to connect my Google AdSense account to my first channel. I didn't think anything of it because I'd get a notification, and I'm very leery about clicking on anything in an email. Well, I got another one the day before yesterday saying that I had 30 days or I would be locked out. So I had to connect my AdSense account from this channel to the first channel because evidently now I'm able to get it monetized. I don't know how, but all the super chat, super stickers, and super thanks is connected back again. And so that's active on the other channel, the Cajun Roots Adventures channel. So I had to do that yesterday. So I need to switch over so I can pin that to the top of the chat. So let me do this. Switch accounts. Darn it. All right, let me switch this over. Go into YouTube, switch accounts. Go here. All right, that means I need to, I'm already subscribed to your channel too. You're locked in. I was already following your channel. I think I met you on somebody else's live. All right, let me close this and go back to the live so I can open the chat so I can pin it. All right, let me go here, your channel. I can enlarge this and go to the channel. Let me mute myself real quick. And where did it go? Pin. There it is. Pin it right there. All right, there we go. Let me get out of that so I don't accidentally have that live. And I just saw something come through. Right there. Regina, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And this is for you. Thank you so much.
The dollars, let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let him have. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
And thank you so much, Regina. Let's see. TZ, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. It's called the fan funding on that channel. I was able to turn those on, but I still got to go back in there and I had to link it to because you can only have one Google AdSense account. So they made me go in and I had to connect it and I couldn't figure it out. It took me 2 days to figure that one out. Thank God for Google search. Patrick, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. So now it's turned on that channel. Yeah, I did do with that. Awesome bacon. Yeah. Let's see. So excited to see your show, Gate Smasher. And again, thank y'all for doing that. And again, don't forget you can send in your links. I do have the message pinned to the top of the chat. So if you would like to come on after the show, during your show, you're more than welcome to come on up and promote your channel. And I just realized I didn't pop the chat out. Yeah, it's there. All right, there we go. Pop out the chat. Now I can close it. There we go. Now, where's the chat at? Right here. All right, now I got to move it over. All right, there we go. I just got to split screen this because it's too much on one screen. There we go. And of course, go into all live chat, not top chat. And there we go. All right, now we're back to business. Let's see here. So excited to see you, Patrick. Question: did anyone get an email about a new community thing? Yes, I did post it. Actually, I activated it. It's only, you have to activate it on your phone in the YouTube studio. You have to activate it there. And it's more like, and I did post it on mine, but I had to go through my phone and do it. And yes, it is a new feature. It is something that you can do more, and you can set who can comment in that, just like it's like a community post, but you have to activate it on your phone. And it's more of a community tab that you can talk back and forth, and they can post on yours in that particular post that you're doing. And you can communicate and drop videos and links and things like that and chit chat closer with others, other than you just posting something and somebody making a comment. It's more of being more active with your community, and it is a new feature, but you have to activate it on your phone through your YouTube studio. So yes, it did go into effect this week. I got the notification. I didn't click the links. I don't click links in emails. I just went to I followed the instructions. I went to Google Help in YouTube Google Help, and then when it takes you to it, it shows you how to do it, and that's how I figured it out. It is very easy. You just got to do it through your YouTube studio on your phone. Thanks for all you do in helping each and every person. And that's the only way I can, Master. And thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. It really means a lot. I got one, and I did clicked on it, but it seemed like the same community thing. It isn't. It is on your community post, but it's more of you can interact differently than you would in just a regular community post. Because currently, if you just don't activate it on your phone, it's just to be a regular post. You post something, and they can make a comment on it. Whereas with this, you can do polls differently. You can communicate back and forth. It's a totally different thing. But you can do it starting off your phone. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And it's something that you can do more personally with somebody. And you can set it to who can post and comment back on that part of the community new thing they have. I am live at 9:30 with an auction. Yeah, what is the difference? The difference is basically where you can communicate back and forth different than you would a regular community post. Stats, hello, good morning and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. I don't understand the difference. They can do that already. No, if it's a community post, you can only post and comment. Now you can also, it's a different feature on your phone. It's not something you can do on the computer. It's more like for your phone. It is a new feature. I'll have to do a video on it and kind of go through what's the difference. Yeah. But I will look into it more when I get back home. I looked it up. Good morning, Marlene. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? We'll definitely look into it. Yes, I will. I will. We'll definitely check into that. But that's what my understanding is. And I did go through and kind of listen to like the videos that they have on through Google, YouTube Help through Google, and that's how I figured it out. But yeah, you have to activate it on your phone. It's different. You can't do it on a regular computer or laptop. And it was pretty cool. It was very easy. And then you have to set who you're allowing to communicate with. It's almost like maybe Facebook in that sense of how you can talk back and forth and send messages and pictures and stuff like that. It's more like that for communicating back and forth with your community. But it is a little different. But once you get the hang of it, you can. I'll look into it and do a video like that. I did too when I first saw it. It's like, what is this? But you can only activate it on your phone. So I had to use the phone for it. All right, the link is at the top of the chat if anybody would like to come on the channel. Also, I have a comment that I saw where I have to add somebody to the calendar, which I will do that today. That way it's on the calendar because there's some events coming up for somebody. Yeah, I usually do everything on the computer, but this one you have to do on your phone, so I had to kind of learn how to do that one, and it's like, okay. So yeah. But I'm going to add that to the calendar, and I believe that was from Ellen. She added some new shows or updated her shows, so I'm going to add that for her. Carol, you have any credit? I think that might be a joke. Carol, you got a question in the chat, girl, and I ain't answering that. But also don't forget, again, what Monday we will be doing our after shows, so those who signed up for the Shop Hop. And we'll talk more about that on Monday after the morning show. Now, remember, next Monday and the 23rd and the 30th, if you want to change your bingo numbers, you're able to do that this Monday, the 23rd and the 30th. After that, you will be locked in for the next 3 months. Now, if you have not registered for bingo and you would like to give us numbers, you can do that again on the 23rd or the 30th by giving us numbers and registering for bingo. And then we'll do that the next 2 Mondays. And we do that always the last 2 weeks of the month of the third quarter of every quarter. So if you want to change them, that'll be your time to do it. And we'll be doing both of those live. I will not be doing the pre-recorded for those two. Great, Johnny. No, I won't be able to comment on anybody's post. Oh, I don't know why you said that. Yeah, you can. You better comment on my post. I got something there now that I did yesterday when I set it up. Might have been the day before yesterday. But yeah, if you go to the post section, you'll see it. No, John, I was asking. We was asking if they were open, Johnny and Robert could visit them. I'm not sure what you're saying, John. Did I miss something in the chat from Carol? I'm not sure what was that. I must have missed something Carol said. It would be the first time. Oh. Oh, I'm not. No, they're not open anymore. They've been closed. They've been closed for quite a while. I know they were closed before we even moved 6 years ago. The building's still there. I haven't passed by it, but I know before we moved, the building and the sign was still there, and there was still stuff in the store, but I don't think they're open for business anymore. Yeah. No, I don't believe they're open anymore. I know they haven't been open in the 6 years before we moved. They weren't open then, so I'm not sure if they opened back up or not. Yeah, with the setting, you can set it for who, and it could be like public. It could be for subscribers only. And then you have one of the things too when you're setting it up for the settings, you can also set it up to where it's for subscribers only. And if they're not subscribed, you can set it for how many days they have to be subscribed before they can make a comment on that new post, community post. I did see that where you can change how long they have to be subscribed before they make a comment or reply to something in that new community post. I did see that. Let's see. I was in an auction Monday and yellow bingo. I forgot where it was at. That would happen. Okay, what is this? Stats. Why does it look like that? I'm not sure what that is, but it looks weird. Hit the thumbs up is what it looks like. It said permanently closed. Yeah. It's been closed, I know, so far for for 6 years at least or more. Yes, that is correct. But the family owns it now, but they haven't opened it back up. Yes, I did, Tina. Thank you so much. The bingo withdrawals, no. I'm sorry, Carol. Somehow I missed it. Yeah, they haven't been open, and I know, for over 6 years. And John is correct. Frankie did die in 2012. But I know they've been closed for over 6 years. I like that one, Jennifer. Thank you, Stats. Yeah, it was my Monday. My birthday was Monday, but I'm celebrating it all week because we're on vacation in Louisiana. Oh, I saved all week for yesterday because I knew 2 weeks ago we were going to be eating at a place called, if you ever go to New Orleans and you're in the area around Metairie, you have to go check out Ron's Gumbo Stop. We're friends with the owner. And I already said to myself, I will not eat a po' boy until I get there on Thursday, because we knew we already was going to eat there yesterday with our friend. And I had a half, which was awesome because I didn't want to eat a big po' boy. But they also have on their menu half and half, which would be half like a medium-sized gumbo of your choice and a half of a po' boy. But with the half and half, you can only have certain things like roast beef, shrimp, catfish, sausage, and that kind of stuff. You have a certain choice to pick from. So I was able to have my shrimp po' boy on a half with a gumbo with chicken and sausage. And I kid you not, that half a po' boy had at least or more 20 medium-sized shrimp. It was awesome. So if you're in that area, definitely go check them out. Great food. We all had it. Robert had red beans and rice. Oh, that looks so good. But yeah, definitely eat at Ron's Gumbo Stop. Right there off of Clearview. Causeway. Carol, we're trying to do a commercial for that real Frankie and Johnny store. Yeah, right? You would like that, Jennifer? No. LOL. Bring the habit back. Bear, back off. Let's see. Me too. Carol. Just joking. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, everything he makes, he cooks it. He's the cook. He even has a couple of bearded. Oh, what was that again? The top awards for restaurants in our area. He's got all of those awards. I mean, he's doing fat. We even had our wedding rehearsal dinner there, and he's enlarged the restaurant. He's even bought the next side over to not only enlarge it, but he even was able to take his original restaurant and enlarge his kitchen. So he's got a bigger kitchen now too. So yeah, it was awesome. Always been the same no matter when you go. And he's been there for quite a long time, and he's really doing well. Yeah. The James Beard Award, and it was something else he got too, but yes, the James Beard Award. Yep. And he's gotten that several times. You didn't take it as a joke? Well, Carol, what happened? Oh, Lord Jesus. But I'll tell you one thing, the food over here is good, but I've tried something different every day to where it's not the same thing over and over, but I knew I had to keep that day yesterday for my po' boy, and it was worth the wait. TZ. Good morning, Edna. How are you doing? Good morning, hello, and welcome. So yeah, if y'all ever make it this way, definitely go check them out. It is awesome. And it's like on a service road, so it's very easy to get to. There's the link if y'all want to check it out. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday. No. Yeah, it had to be Monday morning. Yeah. Shrimp po' boy. Yes, it was so good. Yeah. Great gumbo. I mean, he does it perfect. I love it. And I'm very picky on my gumbo because I know we had gumbo over here Wednesday night. That wasn't gumbo. I call that dirty water, I guess, because it wasn't thick like a gumbo. Because I like a thick gumbo. All right, everybody, let's get into that time. Again, if anybody would like to come on after the show's over, that link is at the top of the chat. Don't forget to check out the community tab. There's birthdays on the top of each day, as well as who's going live, when, where, what time. If you have any events and you would like to be added to that calendar, make sure you let me know by going into the post section of this channel, and also leave those comments. And don't forget, your comments will enter you into a chance to win a box of moon pies the first Monday of each month. Remember, your comments have to be about something we discussed, talked about, or covered over in the live show or video, or upload a short or regular uploaded video. I was going to just do, been watching over him a long time now. Okay. Oh, I hear thunder out there. And again, don't forget, we'll be back to our home next week, where everything will be back to normal in our regular scheduled programs. We'll be back on the schedule next week. Also, next week, I'll be on Tuesday with Friends Selling with Friends on Janine's channel. And then Thursday, I'll be on with Ella, saved here first at 1 o'clock, as well as at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be on with Tracy Cakes Coffee and Shop at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Mooleywood Squares. I see some comments coming in the chat. Let's see. Have a beautiful Friday weekend, everyone. All right. Thank you so much, Uni. And Stephanie, thank you for coming back on over and checking us out on the morning show. Pay it forward. Smile goes a long way. And I love it because over here, when we go downstairs or we get ready to leave, there's a lady that's in our lobby that works here. And I guess the first time I met her, she said hello, and I said, hello. And now every time she sees me, she says, hello. I love it. She laughs, too, at the same time she's saying it. So I knew it made an impression. And I do that everywhere I go. So hopefully you can do the same. So as I say before I end each and every show, don't forget you can come on up after the show's over if you choose to. The link is at the top of the chat. Are you traveling? Yes, Virginia, we're in Louisiana, and we're heading back home this weekend. We'll be heading back home tomorrow. Well, we got a straight flight. So we'll be back home tomorrow evening. So thank y'all very much for coming on over and showing your love and support to the channel. Don't forget you can come on up after the show's over if you need to and have any questions, or you just want to chit chat. You're more than welcome to join me. And as I say before I end each and every show, Love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear? And have a safe and fabulous weekend.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see John.